Hello, people. Just the God of Truth here again. I want to get some facts straight. I've never grasped anybody up to the police. I've never, I've never been to the police on anyone. That's their little narrative. These sad little people go around saying. And Ginger, you admitted you sent pictures of your private parts to women on YouTube. So where am I lying about? And the story with the on the churchyard, where you was working on the churchyard, that wasn't my story. But I would like you to be a man and clarify it. Secondly, you're the one who told us about working in the school. Remember that, Ginger? Remember it? Sack words where he got sacked because he was talking to young girls. Now, to me, Ginger, that's why you were a caretaker. All intents and purposes, that's what you were. Now, I think that it's in the job's description that they've got to talk to students. Like if one of the teachers say to the student, "Oh, go get the key for the gym. Go get the key for this." So it doesn't make sense that you just got sacked for talking to girls. Personally speaking, and don't forget, Ginger, you're the one who started attacking me first. You know, so please clarify what your intentions are, because end of the day, I think you're a freak. You're a retard. I will put money on it that you've been the police about people. I put money on it. You're supposed to be taking me to court. Please, Steve. That's how the outcome is going to be, Ginger. I'm going to take money from you. I'm going to take a lot of money from you. You know, instead of that being a little fucking rat and a weasel, doing making silly little comments in people's chat. And for the fact, Ginger, I've saw the evidence where you've said, in your own words, what we need to target the channel's host who allowed me in their chat, i.e. Nutter. I saw you in your own words, Ginger. Fucking crybaby. I've been in Nutters for over 2 years, Ginger. I've never seen you in there, Ginger. Anyway, people, the facts are these little rat infested fucking subhuman running around with their little narratives. They go on panel thinking they're the big man. Oh, I beat out. That's all they've got. This is all they've got. So, Ginger, I'm not the one who's going around telling everybody that you've sent pictures of your private parts. You admitted to it. Big up the watchers. Big up. Anyway, people, the facts are I'm just here to have fun. I'm just here to do silly videos. I'm just here to do my own stuff. But I won't stand by and let them freaks. That's all they are, people, freaks. You know, silly little people. Got nothing to do. A matter of fact, Ginger, he tried to set up a fake beef with the Mirror Steve. You know, is this how you're trying to grow? This how you grow your channel, Ginge? Having beef with people. I don't do it in this channel, Ginger. I do it in the real world. People like you, Ginger, in all mouth, no fucking action. You're a coward. You are a coward, me. I've got no time for cowards. Anyway, big up the ghosters. Anyone wants to come up, please do. Please do, people. Just give it anything you want to ask me, people. Just put in the chat or come up and ask me. See, mate, these people who are toxic on this channel is making this YouTube unpleasant for a lot of decent people. Attacking, threatens, nasty things happen to people. You know, that's all you can do. Sit on a laptop, sit on a computer, sit on a tablet, shouting your mouth off. What happened to your live, Ginger? You took it down, didn't you? But did it get copyrighted? No. Oh, Kleino! Oh! So shut the fuck up. Shut up and put up. You're having a fight with Nathan, aren't you? I will put money on Nathan. Nathan's got the balls to do something. I can't stand the little ginger cunt. But he's got the balls to do something, Ginger. Anyway, people, just a little rant. The sickening of these people. You know, that's all they've got. They tried to, yeah, there's been a lot of panels, a lot of chats, speak to a lot of hosts trying to block me. Why is that, people? Think about this. Why is that? Because, you know, I'm telling the truth. Do you know I know where the skeletons are buried? Do you know all this? Now, let's get some rights about the copyright strike system in YouTube. Right, I could copyright you, or you could copyright me. I mean, I can make a counter claim. Do you know what that says? You've got to prove you went to a court of law. Whose people's going to do that? Whose people's going to do that? And also, people, if your channel goes down, say you copyrighted 100 videos, and your channel goes down, those videos you copyright comes back. Gone on to do that, you've won, lost, or drawn. So, people, this is my declaration of war. Anyone comes at me, come at me in the real world. Be a man. Instead of being a pussy all your life. And Lammy, like I said to you, putting your paperwork up. You said to a lot of people in the past, and we can't believe it because I haven't put the paperwork up. You said that you've spoke to your solicitor Saturday. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But like I said, Lammy, I'm not believing it till I see the paperwork. When you put your paperwork up, then we'll have a chat. Fancy attacking an old man, people. You know, a decent man. Tell him that these nasty things are going to happen to him. He's got a family, a young kids. That doesn't sit right with me, people. Never has, never will. I would fight for your rights. I would fight for you. If anybody attacks you, if I think it's unjust and unfair, I would fight for you. I'll step in. That's the type of man I am. I live by a code. I've said this hundreds of times, people. And Beyonce, I was born in France. I came to England when I was 9 months old. Now, you can't prove that or disprove it, could you? So, why are you calling people high as Beyonce? Isn't it because I tell the truth, Beyonce? Simple as. The biggest line is you. I've caught you out on a lot. You said for 2 years. I never went to your house. Spoke about it, Mr. Deegan's. Put the chat up. Me and Mr. Deegan's knew I went to your property. So stop your bullshit, Beyonce. And I heard your voice on the other fellas live. That's the man I spoke to on the phone. That's you, Beyonce. That's you in the picture. So people, like I said, people, this YouTube has gone nasty. They've got these people who that's all they've got. They haven't got a life. They haven't got um, they've got no friends in the real life. Now, I've got hundreds of friends, not I would say close friends, but friends. We all go out. There's quite about 10 of us, 20 of us go out. Now, I drink in clubs. I have a life outside YouTube. I like to do a lot of things. I like to hunt. I like to do magic. I like to do a lot of things. I like my passions always believe in hunting. I started hunting when I was really young. I got blooded at an early age. Now that's in my blood. I would love to have Loch Ness Monster's head on my wall. If it's a true monster, I would love to have werewolves, yetis, Bigfoot on my wall as trophies. Do those animals exist? Personally speaking, I would say no. But there's loads of written evidence and spoken oral evidence to say they do. Like I'm talking to Mr. B yesterday or the day before. Now the catacombs in France. Now, according to the legend, according to the myth, there's supposed to be some sort of werewolf-like creature roaming down there. Um, Now, is that true? I went been a few times. I never saw anything. And also, a while back, they've got a big zoo in Paris. A while back, I think it was the Second World War or the First World War, or maybe a bit long before that. The zoo was abandoned. I think it was Second World War, people abandoned. And all the most of the animals escaped. And a pack of wolves posed an escape. Maybe that's where it comes from. Maybe a wolf. I've already bagged one of them. A wild boar bagged one of them. You know, I would laugh it. I would love to have things on my wall as trophies. Um, in Nutters today was talking about ghost. Do I believe in ghost? Not personally, but I do have an open mind about them because I'm a hunter. It's in my blood. I I go to places where they're supposed to be haunted, like um, the catacombs in Paris. You're walking over thousands and thousands of skeletons, skulls. Matter of fact, there's one chamber. You've got to crawl over skeletons to get to the other side. People, now, do I think that's saculist? Saculist. Uh, I don't know, but like the Hellfire Club in Ireland, a woman called Suki posted onto the, you know, the story is people that she had a boyfriend and a gang of kids made put a prank on her, so written a letter saying meet me in this place at this time. He's supposed to throw stones at her and killed her. Now, I don't know if that's true, but there's supposed to be a lot of sightings of this girl, like the Edinburgh Vault Boots. Another person who supposed to hold them in Edinburgh Vault in Scotland, been there loads of times. Uh, I personally have never seen anything. Well, tell a lie. Sorry, tell a lie. When I was in school, just one of the punishments were they used to put you in a darkened room with this, I think it's Saint Barnabas, in a statue of one of the saints. Now, all that's in that room, the light from the in, come between the door frames, etc., etc. You could swear the statue was moving. Is that right? I don't know. Maybe it's my imagination as a young kid. Maybe the trick of light, where the light was bouncing off the statue and moving shadows. You know, who knows? Uh, but there's things, a lot of things I try to have an open mind. There's some things I can't, because, like I said, I love. I used to have a TikTok account, and I used to debunk or show people how a magic trick works. It got took down, people, because there was loads of magicians were complaining. Now, so I've got to know how things work or what's the extra. There's loads of explanations about a lot of things. There's no, this earth is not black and white. There's a lot of shades of grey. There's no such thing as truth and lies. Lies is a man-made concept. Now, because if you think about this, people, what you believe, maybe what I don't believe. Who's right? Who's the liar? Who believes it, or somebody that says, "No, that doesn't make sense. That's a lie." Now, like I said to people on here loads of times, if you could prove where I said something that is 100%, you can prove without a shadow of a doubt, a no from God saying I lied, I will fuck off from YouTube. I've always believed in finding the truth, no matter how hard or difficult it is. That's why I go do stuff that I do. Like one of my God, my inspiration is Houdini. There's a lot of myths about Houdini. There's a lot of how he died, how he done tricks. People said he's got. So now, if I believe in something, if I've got to know exactly how things work, like I could take apart any car and strip everything down to the bolts, and screws and nuts. I can put it back together again. Like, I can take a telly apart, put it back together again. I've got to know how things work to understand it. So, people, I just want this channel to be um, for free thinking people. I don't want people to come in this channel to just to come in to stalk people or have funny little digs at them. Not to do with me. But if people attack me, people, I just attack you back. Big up the 12 people watching. Much appreciated. 13. So people ask me a question about anything. Anything you want to know. What was the most scariest thing I've ever hunted? I would say, without a shadow of a doubt, it was the wild boar. Those are one of the fishes, animals I know. They just track you, they won't stop. They're like the Terminator of the animal world. They would come at you. The, mo- the only time I nearly got injured, I was hunting a stag and it rushed me. Now, this another thing about the magic bullet with the JFK assassination. People going about all this. He went through JK to the senator and out. Now, people who don't know about shooting guns wouldn't understand this, but people who do would know this. That's some bullets when bullets hit a solid object that they do things that looks like they do weird things. They have, like I said, I was hunting a stag, rushed me. I shot it. It went through one eye and came back at me. Now I've still got the scar on my arm. It nicked inside of me. Well, what happened, people? The border fragments went through between me arm and me shoulder. Me arm. I know there's a little scar there. There's a lot of. I've got a lot of scars on my body, people, where I've told death to fuck off. There's a lot. People don't understand me. I would go to. Like I said, I'm into Udini. I've done a lot of escape tricks. I can escape from straight jacket, chains. Now it's not my escape jacket, people. It's one of the most easiest things to escape from. Any one of the watchers would be able to do it. Without 100%. You know, they're quite easy. Because they're not designed to. They're not designed to keep you in it. It's just designed to. So, if you need any information about anything, just give me a bell. Because I've got a lot of knowledge about stuff. Because I look into a lot of stuff. I look into aliens, ghosts, animals that shouldn't exist, werewolves, Chappie, Loch Ness Monster, Dogman. Uh, I tell you, the thing I'm into now, getting into is um, Wendigos. Uh, that people who turn into Wendigos in the Native American folklore. Now, there's a lot of spirits in there who you got to think to yourself, well, there's a lot of people, there's not oral evidence, but there's no physical evidence at some of these stories. Just like what's that ranch called in America? Uh, Poster have the biggest UFO sightings, strange things happening. Um, so, like I said, people, this is just a little rant. I want to put facts straight. I would rather, I would go to the police about anyone. I would rather have come face to face with that person and have it out man to man, man on. But I can't stand people crying about stuff. Anyway, people, big up the watchers, big up the ghosters, the God of Truth. Saying, Fidesain, Arrivederci, Sayonara, Cheerio, out for now.